Lonzo in the NBA. You got Melo in the NBA.
Yes.
Gelo's in the G League.
No, Gelo ain't in no G League.
Where's he at now?
Gelo in the G League by himself. It's man. The NBA door has closed when Melo did. So I said, long as all of us get on the bus,
right?
When that door closed, we good.
How do you get Gelo up to the big show?
Gelo to the big show on this, man. Here's the thing. Gelo got to the G League with no representation, no nothing. So now you got the representation of Rock Nation. Do your job. Get my son to the goddamn tryout or whatever camp and watch him go do his own thing. He got the name. He got the body. He got both of his legs working. He's been working out. Hey, but see, if somebody else was trying to get in the league and working out with the #1 pick, that'd be a big story. But Gelo been working out with Melo and Jermaine, the #1 pick, all this time. He been working out with Lonzo every day. So it's like, Gelo's already in a situation. Don't think I'm going to have 3 boys in the same household and one of them going to be like, you know what, I ain't going to make it. I don't feel like working out today. They cut off from the same cloth. And everything they say Melo and Zoe can do, Gelo can do. Oh, you got to get stronger. You got to get a better jump shot. Gelo shoot better than both of them, and he's bigger and stronger than both of them.
So, bigger, stronger. Is there going to be, I don't know if they're going to be a summer league. Is they going to have enough time for a summer league?
Hey, or you don't even need a summer league. Check this out. You got Lonzo and you got Melo. You got 2 bookends, Gelo in the middle. Don't think that the representation or whatever can't say, excuse me, can you give Gelo a shot over here? Let's see what he look like with his brother. He got that now. And, you know, Rock Nation also got that pool where they can talk behind the scenes and get Gelo a tryout or something. And
that's all you want. You just want his foot in the door.
His foot gonna be in the door on the fact that look what he bringing to. He can go to any franchise right now and watch how the franchise blows up. Why? His last name is Ball. His last name is Ball, and he can play. He can shoot at a high clip. So what I'm saying is he's going to get the opportunity. And like I said, the best thing, hey, put him over there with Charlotte and watch what happens. But he's going to get another tryout somewhere else. I don't know. I'll tell him to do their job because what they did, Gelo got both ankles ready. He healthy. He's running. He playing. He's shooting. As soon as he steps somewhere, folks going to be like, oh, I didn't know he was this good. Now, he get with his brothers. Whoever he get with, Lonzo, Melo, they're going to average 15 assists. And
you were trending earlier because you was on another show and you told your boys, you're not going to meet anybody while you're playing in the NBA. You're going to meet the garden tool.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm just keeping it real. I don't want to say garden tools and whole.
But you're not going to meet. You basically you're saying you're not going to meet your wife while you're playing in the NBA.
That's what I said. Here's the thing: you got to understand this. There's 2 ends of the spectrum. Sometimes where it's good on this end, you don't see where it's bad at this end. Right. And here's my thing, which I always say: it's fun in the beginning, but it's pain in the end. Whatever you do. And I'm going to give you a scenario why I said that. My wife said, what do you mean? That's not even LaVAR. So what are you saying about us? I said, babe, listen to this. Me and you married, it's going to be fun. It's all fun, this whole journey. But the pain is at the end because one of us got to die first.
Right.
So they go to pain. Okay. Now, with my boys in their profession, when you meet somebody, Shannon, you know, you meet your girl, you in school all the time, you see her every day, you know what she about. Okay, you meet her at the job, she working every day. You say, oh man, I keep running into her at the job. Okay, oh, I see her at church every Sunday. Oh, okay. How you gonna meet the same girl if you're traveling your whole career of playing a sport? Now, the thing is, you're making all this money and you young, so people Googling you and coming up to you, acting like they don't know you. So how you gonna meet them? You gonna meet them at a restaurant where you gotta get something to eat. You gonna meet them at the goddamn stadium. After, try to hang around. So you gonna meet them at the club, or you got to go to your hotel and you're gonna meet them there. So guess what? They're gonna be. So they're gonna be traveling. So
the thing is, LaVAR, and I said this is how I was. I would have loved to have married my high school or college sweetheart, someone that when I had nothing. I can honestly say I had absolutely nothing. I was even embarrassed to bring them to my home. That's how little I had. But unfortunately, that wasn't able to happen. And it kind of, because, and I still go through that to this day. Do they really like me for just being Shannon or for what Shannon can provide?
Right. And see, and that's where it's at now. That's why you never gonna know. And then check this out. Let's say you go through some things and you meet this pretty girl and she's 30 years old.
Right.
Or she's 29. Why is she this fine and by herself?
Well, LaVAR,
so you have to ask yourself. These are the questions that you have to ask yourself. What it is.
What about if the situation were reversed? But here's LaVAR, yoked all up, green eyes, 6'4", 255, chisel. He's 30. He's single. Why are you single?
Because I done ran through all the other ones.
Lord have mercy. Lord help me. Lord help me. See, you did the right thing. You needed to get married early, because you was gonna be a mess.
Hey, early is what you call. Hey, early is probably what your grandmother and what's they got married early.
Yeah,
I got married at 26.
Yeah,
you know, so that's
my grandmother got married at like 18, 19.
I did exactly. That's how it was back in the day. I did all my running around and doing all this stuff, man. Even with Tina, man. You know, and I just found somebody who was perfectly compatible to me, which is outgoing, athletic.
Yeah.
I don't think if I married just a tall blonde, that wasn't gonna work. You had to be a basketball player, because even when I got on the boys, they would score 30 and 40 points and we'd lose by 1 or 2. Tina was like, you can't go. Tina wasn't like, well, your dad's just mad and you guys won and this. Tina be like, boy, you should have scored 2 more layups. You would have had 30, then we would have won. You ain't coming to me crying. Yeah, man, listen to this. Melo got knocked down. He was in kindergarten. We playing against these 6th graders. Tina can't go out there. Don't you hurt my baby? She's like, boy, you better get your ass up. And that's how it was. So we on the same page. And it was never like, family outing for us was going to a basketball game all week, go eat after that. Why? But if Tina a volleyball player or not an athlete, after a few years of this, what's she going to say? I got to go spend some time with the girls. I need a break.
You know what, Bar? You found the only woman in the world that could deal with you.
You goddamn right. Because I don't want a whole bunch of them that can deal with me, because then it just be yes.
Where's the Big Baller Brand shoe at now? Is Lonzo gonna wear Big Baller Brand, or is he going to Nike, Puma, Adidas, Melo? What are they gonna do?
They're gonna do the same thing, and they can do whatever they want. And here's the thing: with Big Baller Brand, you have independence, which is that's gonna allow you to wear any shoe you want, which is not the case for who right now? Melo, you sign a deal, you better wear them Pumas wherever you go.
Right.
Now, hey, don't think I ain't gonna make no more Big Baller Brand shoes. We doing that as we speak, but we gonna come out with them when we want to. Now, Jello's, man, come on. Watch what I do these shoes when Jello creates these other shoes he gonna make. And Lonzo can do the same thing. But when you sign these deals and they cap you off to say, yo, this is the only shoe you can wear, a lot of the people that have been through it, look who was with Puma before. Vince Carter, how long he stayed with him. So it ain't like they can't change and do some other things. It's the same thing in this. It's not a big deal. But like I said, we don't have no shoe made right now. We doing some other things, but we're going to come back to the works, and guess what? My boys get in the NBA and do their thing. Who knows? Melo might be like, you know what? I had enough of these. Let me get them back, Dad. Your MB1 is always over here, son. Your G3s is always over here, and your Z02s are always over here no matter what they do.
What Lonzo was with Rock Nation. He left Rock Nation and with the Clutch Sports. Are you okay with that?
Here's the thing, Lonzo can do whatever he wants, just like Melo and Jello can do whatever they want. And you got 2 of the biggest, Black representations. You got Rock Nation, you got Clutch Sports. What do they have in common? Each one of them got my sons, and I'm at the peak of that. So I'm gonna bring both agencies together. Let's do something together. Hey, represent both of them, represent them all. Let's do it. As long as you get done what need to be done, that's good.
Do you believe Lonzo lost anything by not signing a shoe deal out of college, waiting for you? Or should you have waited to build the brand? Because it seems like you just...
No. Here's the thing. Lonzo, it is what it is. Lonzo was the only one to come in the NBA with his own signature shoe, coming in the NBA. He's a history maker. Lonzo got his own shoe.
Right.
We can make another one right now if he wanted. Lonzo ain't lost nothing. Here's the thing. Lonzo don't care about nothing, but my thing is this. If you have a passion to do something and you happen to get paid doing it, you winning. You got a big mouth and you love to talk. They paying you all just to comment on some stuff. You used to do that on your porch, talking about people and people on the street. Now you're getting paid millions of dollars to sit there and talk about a game or a player or whatever. That's what you love to do, and it's natural to you. So guess what? You got a passionate talk. That's why you still on the air. And a lot of these folks ain't. They don't have that type of flair that you have that creates that, oh, let me look at me and you argue a little bit. I'd say that Shannon Sharp ain't a goddamn thing. And then we come back and do some things. But, you know, here's the thing. You're good at what you do. The boy's good at what they do. And that's all that matters. Because you got everything. It ain't like you like, man, I got to make me some more money so I can try to do this. Right. That's why they got Shay Shay Club. Look at it. You telling me put Shay Shay Club on the big thing. You said, man, I gotta have my own thing. Call it Shay Shay.
Is Big Baller gonna collab with Brand Jordan?
Am I gonna collab with Brand Jordan? No. I was gonna do a collab before, but I was like, nah, I like to own my stuff. What I mean by that is when you have a collab, this is what happens. You have to agree and I have to agree.
Right.
Have what we gonna have. Right now, it's just about what Big Baller want, what he like, and I don't have to collab with more. I was gonna think about doing that with Puma or something. Then I got to thinking, I was like, you know what? I don't want to collab now. I just want to keep my own thing, and that's it. It's a privately owned company. I don't have no say-so with nobody. Investors trying to come and get in, I say no. I'm my own dude, so that's what it is gonna be, and I'm gonna build it myself. And the only investment that I want, the investors I'm ever gonna have are my sons. And usually you got one person make the NBA, they got that one money. But from our Ball family, we got money coming in 4 ways. Me and Tina, the boys each got their own lane. I got 3 players that are gonna be in the NBA. So when we put all that money together, now if I want to create something and it costs me 20 mil and I only got 30 mil, it might put a little dent on me. But if I say, you know what, let me get 5 mil from Lonzo, 5 mil from Jello, 5 mil from Melo, and put my 5, we got our 20 mil, and nobody's stretched out.
Right.
So togetherness is going to allow us to move as a huge unit. And that's what I'm trying to make everybody on the outside understand about Big Baller Brand, is if our kind ever get together, it's going to be dangerous.
What have you learned most about running a business? Being an owner of a business?
Well, what I've learned most is, man, don't let one person do all the work, or don't let one person feel like they can do all the work. And you get a better team around you that allows you to move at a better pace. And that's what's going on now. It's not about how many people you got around you, it's the right people around you that allows you to be successful. But you also, I think, to be successful in anything, there's always got to be a change. It just can't flow one way. And
I'm Shannon Sharp. Welcome to another edition of Club Shay Shay. I am your host and proprietor of Club Shay Shay. The young man, well, he's not really young, but the man that's coming by today to have a drink and conversation. Guys, you know he doesn't need any introduction, but he's the only man that can say, I had 2 sons drafted in the top 3 picks of the NBA draft. He's the CEO of Big Baller Brand. He's a businessman. He's a former NFL player, and he's one of the most polarizing figures in all of America. LaVAR Ball. Will this debate about who's the GOAT ever end between LeBron and Jordan, or who's your GOAT? How do we determine that? What's the
we're never going to be able to determine it. That's why we got to keep talking about it, because you never can go back into that era and be like, yo, this is what I'm going to do. It's what people did in those eras. You know what? It's who you grow up on. I mean, to do the stuff that LeBron does, nobody been that big and strong. It's like saying, okay, Karl Malone, I need you to go out there and play point. That ain't going to never happen. Because they don't have the skills like that. It's the same thing. Magic, you big, but you ain't 260 like LeBron, and you ain't jumping like that. Now, as far as that player built like that, he's a monster. But the greatest of all time is, how do you measure that? You measure that by your victories and what you did in those victories. I ain't talking about you got 12 rings and you've been on 5 different teams. I'm talking about a dude who went to the finals, who was the main guy 6 times in a row. And if you can't beat that, when you have losses on your record, you can't be the greatest of all time. That dude ain't got no losses in the finals. So it's always going to be Michael Jordan until my boys succeed that, which is going to happen.
Well, first of all, you can't just say it's all about the finals, LaVAR, because they did play finals in the seasons that he didn't go to the finals. What about that?
Well, like I said, the finals, if you don't get there, you're off the hook.
Well, you're not off the hook. So in other words, see what you did?
If you don't go to the finals. But when you go to the finals, you got to lose one.
No. No.
Championships going at it.
All
the
them
best
years.
from the East, the best from the West. You got to lose one. That boy didn't lose not one.
He ain't beat nobody.
Well, you can call nobody if you want to. Whoever out there, I see somebody.
Bro, I appreciate you giving me a little